up, everybody? Welcome to the Jeff World YouTube channel. Today's video is not sponsored by Dr. Pepper. It'd be a lot cooler if it was, though. Let me introduce myself. My name is Jeff. I'm a 9-year HVAC technician at Archie Service Company. We're located in Phoenix City, Alabama. We're licensed in Alabama and Georgia. We do residential and commercial work, heating and air. We do, what all do we do? We do, residential, commercial heating and air. I can't think of the word. Coolers, freezers, ice machines, you name it, we do it. If you're within a reasonable radius of us, of like Casita, Columbus, Georgia, Phoenix City area, we can service your location if we can do anything for you. Our number is 706-320-2066. I think we're archieservicecompany.com. If you Google us, our website there. I'll drop everything in the video right here, just in case you want to look us up, in case I get it wrong. I'll load it up right there for you. This is mostly for homeowners, landlords, newer technicians, people that are wanting to look into getting into the trade. This is all for you guys. One thing you can do to save thousands of dollars on HVAC repair bills. Now this is mostly directed towards like residential systems in your homes. And that is getting your unit serviced. Okay, don't leave yet. You may have heard that 100 times and not had it done. You may think to yourself that, oh, my unit's just a few years old, I shouldn't have to do that, or either you just think that that's something that we try to sell you to make more money off of you. That is completely not the case, okay? Especially you people with newer units, y'all are the main ones that need to be doing this, so your system doesn't get too far gone and turns into crap prematurely. Okay, so I'm going to tell you why you need to get your unit serviced. So air conditioners, especially heat pumps, they run year round. They run all year long. I mean, they have a rough life, and that takes a toll on parts inside of HVAC systems. So one of the main things in having your unit serviced is to, one, have it clean and check through all the parts and components inside your HVAC system to make sure nothing's about to go bad. That could possibly, what is that? That's a giant bug. That could wear parts in your unit or motors in your unit prematurely. So one of the first things we do on a service is we clean the condenser. We have a non-acidic cleaner we spray on the coils to get all the dirt and grime out of them. Get them clean where they can breathe. And the reason you do that is whenever they get clogged up, they can make stuff like your compressor here run hot, throw your refrigerant levels out of whack. It's not good for the system at all. High amp draw, key word. High amp draw equals high power bill or higher power bill. The stuff you want to avoid for anything in your home is high amp draw. So to keep these things running smoothly, lower amp draws, and proper refrigerant levels, you want to have your unit cleaned. And another thing is cleaning down inside the unit. If you ever look down in there and see a bunch of leaves and dirt down inside the air conditioner, a lot of old heads may tell you, younger technicians or people that are looking into the trade, a lot of the old heads may tell you all that dirt and stuff in the bottom of a unit doesn't cause any damage, doesn't affect how the unit runs, and stuff like that, which is partially correct to an extent. Okay, if you think about it, there's a bunch of dirt and leaves down inside the air conditioner. Whenever it rains, all that dirt and stuff holds the moisture. What happens when water and metal are together for long periods of time? Dun, da, da, da. Rust. Yes, rust. One thing you do not want in your air conditioner is rust. Make it fall apart. Another thing that a lot of heat pumps have are called accumulators. Try to keep this as English as I can for you homeowners. Try to help you understand what I'm saying here. So accumulators sit a lot of times at the bottom of your unit. They're metal. Dirt and stuff get up around the bottom of those, rust them out. I find a lot of freon leaks right there. That's one good reason why to have the bottom of the units cleaned out. And I think I have some pictures of a unit that was pretty bad that I went on today. I'll load it into here if I can. And I have another unit that I cleaned out like a week or two ago that was rusted out completely where it had not been properly cleaned out over the years. I'll load it up here too if I can. Yeah, we got the unit getting clean part covered. Okay, now, whenever we get done cleaning the unit, we look into checking parts in your system. You may have seen this before. Let me bring it closer so you can see. I'm sure everybody has heard of this before. That's right, this is a capacitor. Okay, so this is a start and run capacitor. This starts in most systems, this dual capacitor starts your compressor and your fan motor. So when these get weak and they're still starting your system, they can cause both these motors here to run high amp draw. Keyword, high amp draw, high power bill. They can cause them to run high amp draw. And that equals added wear and tear, stress to the motors. These are two crucial parts in the HVAC system, especially this one here. It's pretty expensive. This is where you get into saving your thousands of dollars on just having services done. I cannot stress that to you enough. Just get your unit serviced. It's the life of these systems. And these things get weak. That can eventually just go out on you completely, keep you from having air conditioning at all. You would never know if these are getting weak without getting your unit serviced. And then your motors are sitting there running, high amp draw, burning out prematurely, costing you money. Second thing here, you may have heard of this one before too, contactor. This is a common part I find that goes bad on services and other things. If you look closely here, see I move that up and down. So whenever, or I'll tell you more about it when I get back over to the table. See how that opens and closes? Okay, so whenever your air conditioner gets told to come on, this closes, and that sends power through to your motors to make them run. These can get old and wore out and not make connection. No good, no air conditioning, out of air. That gets inspected on services. So, another thing I do find a lot, especially whenever it rains, ants, other sorts of bugs, mostly ants, get up inside of here. They can burn them up, clog it up where they don't close, and boom, no air conditioning. So, another reason why you need to get your unit serviced, have that checked out so you're not out of air. And another thing you homeowners can do is put stuff out around your air conditioners for ants, prevent that from happening. So keep you from having to prematurely change out a contactor. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. Dr. Pepper getting to me, brother. Back to the fan motor here. Fan motor. So there's two things we generally check on the fan motor here in a service. Obviously, this one doesn't have a blade on it, but they generally sit in your outside unit like this. They have a big blade that spins. I'm sure you probably know what I'm talking about now. So, whenever these things get old, if you ever go outside and look at your unit and see it's real rusted, this one here is not too bad. See it's real rusted. You're probably more of a contestant with a motor having bad bearings. Bad bearings in a motor keeps it from spinning freely, which will also cause the motor to run high amp draw. high amp draw on a fan motor. These things cannot take very much high amp draw. They have a stamped and rated amps on the motor. So whenever they get to that rated amp or above, we start recommending to you to replace the motor. And again, the bearings in these things are a lot less lenient than a lot of things with bearings. They don't take much at all. They're kind of a softer startup on these motors, just a little bit, keep them from kicking on and running. Then boom, you're out of air conditioning. So, another thing, if this motor goes out on you, that can cause premature wear and tear on your compressor. These stop, head pressures go up, probably don't know what I'm talking about. That makes your compressor run hot. Expensive, heavy, awkward to carry, not fun to change out compressors. A lot of units nowadays have high pressure switches in them, which will cut the unit off whenever it reaches a certain pressure and keeps it from burning it up, but still that's added stress to the compressors that you never want to put on them, because it can still prematurely make them go out in the long run. So yeah, all these are things that we check doing services, and that's why you need to get them done. And that's how they can save you thousands of dollars in the long run. I cannot talk today, I'm just getting over being sick. Yeah, checking all these few things, something simple as a capacitor, make an expensive motor, compressor go out, all gets found while doing a service. So get your unit serviced. Company I work for Archie's, we offer a service contract where we come out and we clean the unit, check all the components we have here and more, blow out the drain lines. It's a common tool we use for blowing out your drains. If you ever have any issues with your drain lines backing up, or water leaking through your ceiling, especially, this is for you guys right here. We have drain switches. This isn't one I particularly use, but this is just one I had at my closest disposal there. But this will cut the unit off if your drain ever backs up, and keep it from ruining your ceiling. Why can I not talk today? Keeps it from ruining your ceiling, or whatever it may be, your floor, basement, whatever it may be. And it'll actually cut the unit off until you can call somebody to come and blow the drain out for you. But if you get your unit serviced every year, shouldn't have to do that. We got drain tablets here. We put these in the cool pan. These help keep your drain cleaned out, keep it from backing up. It's a huge help. It's one thing we add on services as well. Another thing I started doing on services is spraying the Hvac coil with Hvac foam no rinse. This is not as much as a cleaner, but it does do a good job of making the house smell good. Excuse me, Lord have mercy. It's not as much of a cleaner. It makes the house smell good. Just helps give the customer a little more sense of they're getting what they're paying for. You know, if you can clean their unit up real nice and show them something that they're paying for, and then secondly, give them something that they can smell. That goes a long way with people nowadays. They appreciate that, and customer satisfaction is huge nowadays, because without customers, where would we be? Out of business, probably. Alright, hey guys, sorry I'm back. I had a buddy come over and got a little sidetracked, but I'm back now to finish up. I think I was finishing off on the service contract the company I work for offers. We come out in the summer, clean the condensers, check all the components in it. Obviously, there's not everything on the table here that's in an air conditioning system that we can check, but we check everything in the unit, make sure there's nothing about to go out on you, like a preventative maintenance, so you're not stuck dead in the water in the middle of summer burning up. And yeah, we come back again in the winter time, come, check through everything again after a long, hard summer of running your air conditioner. And then we check her again in the wintertime, make sure everything's good to go, got a gas furnace, check heat exchangers, all that good stuff, for the low cost of $189. Yes sir, $189. That $189 ain't so expensive whenever you're out here calling us to replace motors or compressors, you know. So $189 saves you money in the long run. So hey, if you're in our area, give us a call, 706-320-2066. Look us up on the interweb. I'll post it on there. And y'all have a good night. Peace out.